Let's get into it then. Pitman, Turlock. All right. So, let me get to Pitman real quick. All right.
Oh,
so I know I was on that team, bro. I'm telling you, we had a shit ton of talent, bro. I tell you, but we lost games we should have. Like we lost to El Cap a couple. We lost to Atwater off of mistakes. But the thing is, though, like we always beat you guys, and that's the thing. Before we get into that,
cause you can't pop like this. Everybody want my swag. Everybody want my drip. Had to tell them baby, tell them get off my dick. Watch me do the money dance, watch me hit my skin. Bet you can't do it like this. No, you can't do it like this. I want to, I get bitches.
what's going on, everybody? First, I'd like to thank Sonny Boy Film for letting me use his garage as the setup. Thank you, Daniel. But let's get with it. Today I have with me, he's known as Luis Carillo, but you guys know him as Bamban. What's up, Bamban? How are you, bro?
Oh, nice to meet you. No, nice to meet you, bro.
It's been a minute, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, yes, sir. Shoot, I was telling you earlier, it's been a while, probably since like 2017 we had a combo.
No, it's been a couple years since we've actually talked.
For sure. And the thing is though, I was like with you, and then you know Jesus Nunez, right?
Oh yeah, I do know.
That's the thing, you guys, I knew you guys, but you guys are both goalies, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And even Vlad, I'm like, there's always that little connection there, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Vlad.
But let's get with the goaling.
Yeah, cool.
How'd you start being a goalkeeper in soccer?
Cool. That's actually a funny story. I was I'm gonna say 10 years old actually, and it was indoor.
Okay.
Indoor was my first game ever as a goalie. And I think the main reason actually that I was a goalie was because I just didn't run.
Okay.
I was a big kid, bro, and my dad was a coach. My dad was my coach from say 7 to 11 years old, and then I transferred over to travel ball and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was kind of it. He kind of just realized I didn't run a lot.
He put you in the goal.
He just threw me in the goal.
And speaking of your dad, real quick, a lot of players in the in the San Jose County play with your dad, right?
It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, a lot of guys. I think you've had a couple guys that.
Yeah.
Miguel Galdamez played with him.
Even Anthony Zeno, Tony. Jose Flores.
Him too. Yeah. Tony, he went by Chicharito. Actually.
Yeah, Chicharito. Yeah, he did. Because he was 14.
But no, it was. That's how I started. I don't know. I guess I kind of just got the hang of it. It was scary at first, but I kind of got with it.
Yeah, it's, that's the thing about being a goalie. As the time goes, you get the rhythm, and
yeah, but it was weird, and I guess I just stuck with it.
Yep.
And so that was pretty much.
You want to hear how I became a goalie?
Yeah,
bro. You've been a goalie much longer than me. But I became a goalie in middle school.
Oh no.
So my dad's a goalie. His name's Tigre. But he was always a goalie. He was always known as the best goalie around, That's what you know how dads are. No, but I was gonna say I was a big kid too. They put me as forward, but I didn't want to do the movement. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Bro. And then what's it called? As time, I just honestly that practice I stopped going to soccer because I was like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, because of the forward position?
Yeah, I don't want to do this, And then as time went on, I'm my friends started getting into soccer. I grew up here in Keys, small school. Actually, the first time I ever played for was middle school.
What middle school did you?
Sprouting Middle School. It's right here on the corner.
Oh, you played for their team?
Yeah.
Their school team?
Yeah, that's the first time I ever played for. So, out of experience, I'm like, all right. And my first year was a center back. But knowing deep down in my head, I knew it was going to come down being a goalie. I always knew that.
You always knew?
Yeah, I always knew that. Yes, exactly. And then, going to watch him play, they would, put me in goal to help the players train on Sunday League, just take shots at me.
Cool.
I would dive here and there. But then, my 8th grade year, one of my players, do you know Isaac Contreras? Remember Isaac Contreras? Played for Pitman?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, well, yeah, he was a goalie, and then he got hurt. So one of our former players came to watch us play. My coach, he doesn't even know, middle school coaches, they just throw you in there. Yeah. So he asked, who can be goalie? And then this guy, my boy Jose, he points at me.
He throws you under the bus.
And then I get in there, and I'm not gonna lie, I did pretty good.
That was your first game?
It all started from there. Yeah, as being official goalie was in 8th grade.
Nice, and then you went through it, huh?
Yeah, you go through it, bro. So moving on to it for you though, as time went on, who was your first travel team you played with, and how many travel teams did you end up playing with throughout your up until now?
So my first travel team was Turlock United. That's when I played with Benny Mejia, Julian Madrigal. I played with him for a minute. Who else? I can't.
No, yeah, but Turlock United, that's where it kind of started. Yeah.
And I was there for a couple years. We won State Cup. We did a lot with that team. It was a great experience with that team. And As I grew older, I went over to Merced Atlas for a minute.
Okay.
And I was there for, I'll say, 1 or 2 years, a couple years. And we went to, that team was actually where I had one of the most memorable moments.
Okay.
We went to Mexico for like 2.5 weeks for a tournament, and we actually won that tournament in Mex. And,
all right.
And then I came back. I still played with them for a minute. As I got older, I would say like 16, 17, I transferred over to Stockton Monarcas.
Okay. And
I played there for my last couple of years, and I was able to get a scholarship off of that team, off of the coach, not off of the coach, but off of the coach helping me and guiding me and stuff. But it was tough. Stockton Monarcas was like, it was an hour drive, like 3 days of the week. All my games weren't nearby due to Stockton being my home field.
Yeah.
And then sometimes even farther for tournaments. For sure. But overall, I think I had 3 teams, for travel ball in total.
So I want to go to Merced Atlas real quick. Is that were they East Valley at one point? That's what because I know players from like Earthquakes went there. You know what I mean?
So I think that whole East Valley thing was that the East Valley team broke up or something, and then they transferred over to Merced Atlas.
Yeah, that's okay. Because I know people that play there too.
Merced Atlas was Merced Atlas for the time being that I was there until. I think they did switch names or something like that. And I don't think they're Merced Atlas right now anymore. I think they're Merced Soccer Academy or something like that. But they're definitely not the same team, the same name. And they are they were an academy. Like they weren't actually, they played San Jose Earthquakes and all that good stuff. But I wasn't on the team at the time. And then when I came on to Merced Atlas, it was just like a regular kind of.
No, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
What's it called? What's that league called?
I think I know what you're talking about.
MPL, yeah. So that's what it was for my time being.
Yeah. Let's get with the Stockton Monarcas now. Yeah. From the stories I've heard, I heard that program or the team was just crazy,
Stockton Monarcas.
Like stacked with talent. You know what I mean?
No, Stockton Monarcas is, I don't know. It was always a good time there, and the talent was crazy too. When I was there, the team that I was in there was a lot of guys that did get college scholarships actually, and they went on. Some guy even plays football now. Okay. That was on Monarcas, but the coaches there do. I mean, they do what they can.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I've always wanted to ask players that play there, what's different from that they do, coaching wise, that the teams here locally don't do. That you can think of.
I mean. The thing that comes to the top of my head is that most in the 2-3 years that I was at Stockton Monarcas, I was being coached by university coaches. Yeah. And they were coaches for UOP, so I think they kind of
experience, right?
I think kind of they just transferred that mindset they have over there to the Stockton Monarcas team. One of my coaches, Jordan Farrell, he was the best coach I've ever had for sure. Definitely. And he was a coach there at UOP, so. And I'm not sure. I don't even know of much teams here that have college coaches besides maybe Academica. Okay. That Sergio I know is a college coach, but besides that, I don't know. I think that could be one of the key factors. For sure. All right. So now I want to get to the topic of why I brought you on here. All right. Yeah. Cool. So let's get to your high school soccer days being a goalie. Freshman year, let's start off that year. Did you play JV or varsity? Yeah. So I played JV my freshman year. Okay. And how was that like for you? It was fun. It was not the same as varsity. Never the same as varsity. Okay. JV was kind of just more lenient, more not as serious in a sense. No, yeah, for sure. They 2-3 games in, I remember it was against Atwater. We were playing, and the coaches wanted to move me up to varsity, but I think they already had 2 keepers on varsity, so I was advised kind of just to play it off in JV for my freshman year, but that just to get the hang of things, you know what I mean? But now your sophomore year, this is where I feel me personally, I started hanging out with more people, and then I felt like I've heard your name a couple of times, and then I remember your save. Was it? I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. You played against Pitman that year at Stan, and then you made a free kick. It was a pretty dope save. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was Jonathan Galdames. Yeah, it's Jonathan Galdames free kick. But tell me overall though, that sophomore year, your first year of varsity, how was that like? Scary. Not scary, but new. It was new. I guess as a sophomore, you playing bigger guys. It's a weird thing, but at the time, I don't think we had the best team. Actually, I think you guys beat us. Pitman beat us by. I think they was. It was cool. It was noticeable. Yeah, it was just noticeable that the team was. Yeah. The teams were different, but that Stan game, I believe it was what, 1-0? I don't know how much you got. I think that stand game was pretty close.
No, the stand game was close, yeah.
And yeah, I came in second half. Thankfully, I believe I had a good game, and then I remember that save. I remember a couple more. But yeah, my sophomore year was a good step in the right direction.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, towards varsity year.
Yep.
The varsity, but although like we may not have had the best record.
No, yeah. So before we get into your junior year real quick, because I know that year was where things they escalated, you know.
Yeah.
Your sophomore year, like, did you guys have any that you remember? Did you guys have any like thing that you can think of that made your team the way it was the year after that? Like just the momentum of the team.
In the sense that we had a successful junior year?
Yeah.
I think just the fact that it was a lot of seniors graduating my sophomore year.
Okay.
A lot of seniors graduated, so it was fresh feet my junior year.
Okay.
And we pulled up a couple freshmen, sophomore my junior year. So I think it was just the fact that it was fresh feet, fresh mentality, and everything. And the team chemistry was great. I remember that everyone got along with one another, and I think that was one thing.
So let's get into it. Your junior year, right? So you guys ended up winning the league.
Yeah, man, we did.
But like overall, before we get to the Pitman Turlock rivalry, like how was that season for you overall?
Oh, junior year was my worst season.
Was
actually.
it? Okay.
It was the worst season of probably my life in a sense.
Why is that?
I just remember dumb goals were made, dumb games were tied, dumb games were lost, unnecessary games.
Okay.
And I just remember like not being in it, and I was just not focused in the majority of my games.
Okay, so your mindset wasn't in there?
No,
okay.
I wasn't. I think it was just the fact that I was a junior and I didn't really pay much attention. I was I got 1 year left or this and that. But
how many games did you guys end up losing that year? That you remember?
I'm not sure exactly on the record. No.
I mean, let's get into it then. Pitman Turlock, all right? So, all right, let me get to Pitman real quick, all right?
Oh,
so I know I was on that team, bro. I'm telling you, we had a shit ton of talent, bro. I tell you. But we lost games we should have. Like, we lost to LCAP a couple. We lost to Atwater off of mistakes. But the thing is, though, like, we always beat you guys. And that's the thing, before we get into that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that Pitman team that I played for, we looked to play you guys.
No,
so,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
So like,
it was always that game.
So like, our heads weren't in the other games, but like our head was always in that game.
Saying.
You know what I mean? Like we didn't care about the other games.
Yeah.
It was always like, let's beat Turlock, let's beat Turlock, let's beat Turlock. Like, but like going up to you now, like how? All right, so the Turlock team that year, you guys won the league. But how was it going into the games against Pitman for your guys' side? That's what I've always wanted to know. Like, all right, let's see what they think now.
No, I think a lot of us didn't have that mindset too. But there was Marcus Dakota. I don't know if you know Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus.
He was key in that team, and he would just make sure to make it known.
Him and Edson, right?
Edson Garcia was there too.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess he would just let it known that it's another game. It's nothing out of this world. There's definitely gonna be pressure. It's a rivalry, but it's nothing. It's not like a World Cup game. It's just another high school game, and that's kind of. There was definitely a couple group of guys that that this was it. This was the time to shine, and this is what they were playing for. But all in all, I think a lot of guys kept it cool. But it was just that idea of the rivalry.
No, yeah, for sure. The rivalry was always right there, you know.
Yeah, no, that it did pick up a little bit of heat.
Okay, now let's get to the first game. All right, it was 1-0 us, I believe, right? And
I don't remember.
I think Jose had scored the goal on you.
Jose Flores.
Yes. And the thing about that, bro, let me tell you. You know Jose, he was a center back, bro.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I know he didn't play forward.
No, but I'm just like, wow, like Sergi told me, you know what, you can play false nine, and he wasn't even in there to score a goal. He was in there to like
just pull players. Just
and then he scores. I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know? And then like, it was crazy.
After the goal.
But so still that game didn't really. It mattered.
Was that a 1-0 game?
It was a 1-0 game, yeah.
Cool.
And then the last game was I think 2-0 game. That game you didn't play. It was senior night.
That was I remember.
Yeah. You didn't play that game.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, going into that game, you guys already sealed the league, right? You guys have sealed the league.
Correct.
But we needed to win.
Oh, in order
for us to go to the playoffs.
Correct.
But did you guys in a sense like want to spoil it for us? Like, all right, let's get them out of the playoffs, you know? Or like let's get a win, or let's like we don't really care about this game. What was the mindset for you guys going to that game?
A lot of our guys a lot of our starters were actually on the bench.
I know that. Yeah.
But I think that the key thing that I do remember from that game was our coach saying like we won league. Like I don't think it was worth fighting or brawling over it. So I think a lot of guys did rest for playoffs, and I do remember that game actually.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we were as into it as maybe.
For sure, that 1-0 game, dude, I remember that.
Yeah,
intense game.
That 1-0 game was something.
And then I forgot which game it was. In that game, David Maya, he got a red card.
Yeah.
He got a red card in that game.
For the second game?
No, actually, the game before. Okay, so the last game we played against you guys, the game before that, I think it was against Alcab or something when we lost. He had gotten a red card, so he couldn't play against it. And I'm like, bro, that's like a key part, you know? But and then and Marcus got a red card the first game, I believe, right?
Oh man.
I think I'm not too sure,
maybe,
but that's off the top of my head. But in the end, like, okay, so based off the senior year, now we're going into the playoffs. How far did you guys go in the playoffs that year?
My senior year?
Yeah, or junior year?
Junior year was semifinals.
Was it? It was, yeah.
Against Jesuit.
Yeah.
That game was tough.
Yep.
Jesuit's tough. Like I think they've always had a strong base.
Is that the same year we played you guys?
For what?
Your junior year.
Yeah, junior year was the farthest I've gone in playoffs.
Okay, all right.
And that's the year we lost 2-0 to you guys.
Yes, for sure. Now I remember. Yeah. And then we had, going backtracking now. That game against Jesuit, when you guys played Jesuit, we lost them in the first round of the playoffs.
Yes.
2 or 3-0, I forgot.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we lost.
And you guys played over there, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Did you guys play at their home?
Yeah, we played at their home. Slippery, dude.
Man.
Slippery.
It is insane.
All right, so before you get to that game, you want to know how they scored against Vlad?
He
slid, but the ball chipped, it skipped over him. Like, dude, how often do you see that?
Yeah, it was that field was.
But let's get into that game though. For you, what do you think you guys should have done better, or if anything, the experience, you know?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of guys were not in it. Okay. And I think after the first goal or two, I think everyone just kind of shut off, and I don't know. I think we just gave them too much respect from the start, and I think we should have gone in with the win mentality, but I don't think that was the case. And we did.
So basically, guys are just kind of happy to be there in a sense, you know?
Perhaps a lot of guys were. A lot of guys hadn't made it that far, and I know some guys did, some guys haven't, and a lot. I don't know. I just think. I don't know. I may not have been our game.
No, yeah, definitely.
It was just a lot. It was just a lot and factors in the sense that played.
Let's move on to your senior year now.
Yeah.
So, before the whole season started, okay. So going on Pitman real quick. Ricardo Casillas got a 20 CL.
Oh, that's right. He didn't play that year.
He didn't play that year. Carlos Amaya moved to Arizona to play for Barcelona Academy.
Oh man.
And then the thing that stung a little bit for most of them, I think, was you guys signed Maui. So 3 of their key, not signed, but he transferred to Turlock. Yeah, 3 of their key players, bro, are out of that team. So that's right there, boom. So that means move on youngsters, you know. And then that year too, you guys also get Benny, right, Mejia?
Benny Mejia.
So bro, you guys have Axel, you, the 2 mids, and then just the attacking, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like that team was stacked, bro.
Man. The team was.
I remember watching that. I went to you guys' games, not even when you guys didn't even play Pitman.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that team was fun to watch too.
Yeah, I know that team was very solid, and everyone got along with each other, which was made it 10 times better. And my senior year was definitely probably top years
for sure,
memory-wise and just in general.
So sticking there real quick, how was it from moving to your junior to senior year, knowing that you guys have a stacked team? Is your mindset there? You know how you said your mindset wasn't there for junior? Okay, how was your mindset at senior year?
I think just being a senior in general was kind of something that pumped me up in a sense, and just kind of being not leader in a sense, but kind of just being a figure on the team, and I think that in general pumped me up. And you're right, knowing your team has quality players is
definitely
something that you're excited for. And when I did find out, it was a rumor for a bit, Maui, that he was transferring, until I saw him on campus. I was like, man, he did transfer.
So you didn't know until
it was all rumors for a bit until he actually did transfer.
Because I found out whenever Carlos Amaya had his last day here, and I'm like, oh, he's actually going to Turlock. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that until and then that whole Benny Mejia situation also.
Yeah, how was that like? Was it a whole rumor too, or?
Yeah, he was at Central Catholic in Esto, and that whole transfer was shocking to me too. But it was exciting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I grew up with Benny. And I know what that kid's capable
Like, dude,
of.
like Benny Emel could play like with any age group, you know. So like it's just it's rising the whole.
And then the other midfield was Isaiah Johnson.
Yes,
and
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, that midfield was set, you know.
Yeah,
for sure. Now going on to Pitman real quick, that team was just young.
Super young.
You know, that team was young. I'm surprised you guys had won the league that year. You guys beat them at Stan the final game, but I'm surprised because at the beginning they didn't have the best start. I remember.
Okay.
They just didn't know how to like process the team, and they're coming off of new coach. So like Sergio, that was the first year Sergio didn't coach for a while, and Mercado, our other coach, they had like a science teacher named Mr. Austin, and then another teacher, Memo. That was their whole first year in the program, you know. Okay. So I'm like, wow. And then, but in the end though, I always knew like not to like, not to get anyone mad off Pitman, but I always knew like you guys were a better team. Like Pitman was just too young, you know, too young. But I'm surprised Pitman took it that far to you guys to go in the league, like the final game.
Okay. It was up to that game, right?
Yeah, it was up to that game.
Whoever won that game.
So let's take it to that game though. All right. I remember some moments from that game. All right. So the first one, I think it was in the first few minutes of the game. You guys forced a penalty. Yeah. And then your boy Daniel Goldman shoots. But first he makes it. It was a retake. But then it was a retake because one of their players hopped off the line. Yeah.
Hector Cardenas.
Yeah, Hector Cardenas.
He went.
So whenever he scores on you,
he actually made the transfer too.
He did too. Yeah. So it was like a kind of like a little trade-off, you know. But in the moment, how do you feel after they scored on you, not knowing it was gonna be a retake?
Well, penalties are always tough.
Yeah.
I always try not to overthink penalties in a sense because I just.
No, yeah, for
penalties, sure. It's guaranteed. It should be guaranteed to goal if the takers.
Exactly. That's always felt too.
Focus and stuff, but once I heard the retake, I was happy, I guess. No, yeah. And, the second penalty was not a goal.
No, yeah, you saved it, right?
I was able to.
Did you know he was going that way the whole time? Because didn't you play with him?
I played with him a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't grow up with him crazy.
Okay, for sure.
But I grew up with him crazy because of family and stuff.
No, yeah.
But no, I didn't. I just.
It was just a guess.
Dove,
okay, all right.
And I blocked it, and that kind of just pumped everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Up, so it was definitely.
And was it a 2-0? That was a 2-0 game, I believe.
I know Axel. No, they scored one on me.
Okay, yeah. Jared did score. Axel scored a header, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he did too. Yeah.
The first half.
But I feel like you guys could have like demolished them, you know?
Yeah.
Because you guys possession-wise, you know.
It was definitely a game that we controlled.
No, definitely, for sure. So
that environment in general was a good one.
And especially at Stan State in front of everybody watching there, you know what I mean? And then for that year, for playoffs, going into playoffs, where'd you guys end up at? Like,
I think we made it only to the first round.
First round?
I think about it. It was against Tokay.
Oh, it was against Tokay, yeah.
So Tokay had a good team. But then again, I don't know. I think we definitely should have made it past the first round.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, that's where the.
So it's just kind of like the year before you're coming off that momentum.
That semifinal, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was crappy to end short.
And in your opinion, though, which team was better, junior year or senior year? I know it's kind of tough, but like, which one do you like?
Man, I don't know. I think. Both years had their different qualities.
Okay, but, definitely.
I don't know if I was to choose between them. There's a lot of different players that graduated that were replaced by others.
Oh, okay.
That played the role great.
All teams had their differences, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so say like for example Marcus, he graduated and Benny was there senior year. So I don't think it was just tough. I don't know. I don't really know what team I would pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, junior year we went farther, but. Senior year.
It's all good. I'm not gonna make you pick. I just want to see what you'd say.
Yeah, I think I'll stick.
But to add high school all up, like, what are some of your memorable saves that you have in mind right now?
Definitely that PK you mentioned. I think it was all the saves against Pitman. I think all the saves always had a key role in the environment of the game. I probably can't think of the top of my head, but there was Merced against Merced. We would always have good games as well. There were some saves that it was at our home that kind of were key in the game, and I don't know, just little saves here and there.
So basically, to add all of your high school up is basically it started like kind of slow, you know, but then it eventually rose up, you know.
No, I had a great time in high school. I enjoyed it, and it was definitely memories that I'll keep forever.
Yeah, for sure. So now you're end of high school.
Yeah.
I know you had a scholarship. I don't know if it's I don't know what it was, but Notre Dame.
Correct.
How was that like? Like, how was the decision made?
Oh man, so it was at Modesto. I was in Modesto for a college showcase with Stockton Monarcas actually, and the coach came up to me. He said to contact him. I hit him up the next couple days, and we talked it out. And I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship there, and that's pretty much it. He just saw me at a college showcase playing.
All right. So and then what was your decision like? You're like, all right, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, that was also tough. It's funny because it was between Sonoma State or Notre Dame de Namur.
Oh, only those two then?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
At the end, I think
And that was only for being goalie, right? Like soccer?
Correct. Yeah.
And could you have gone anywhere else if you didn't want to play soccer?
For school.
Okay.
For sure, for school.
But at the moment, you're like, I'm going to play soccer, you know?
I think, I did focus a lot of that on I think that my decision did base a lot of on soccer, but because I don't know, I did want to play. I want to experience college soccer, but so it did end up with those two, Sonoma and Notre Dame, and I ended up Notre Dame. I spent 2 years there before things kind of went choppy. The school closed down for some reason, and I had to transfer, and I'm now at Sonoma State.
Oh, they closed down?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
They're done.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you know that story.
No, I didn't even know. So like, let it be heard. Like, how was it?
So they were going through some financial trouble, financial problems. A majority of the students there were student athletes. Okay. Give or take 70-80%. And there's no more money. And they cut off athletics. It was just a day-to-day thing. They said athletics are done. If you want to stay here, you can. You'll have your scholarship, but there won't be no money. So I could have stayed there. Yeah. I mean, not no money, no sports. So I could have stayed there and continued my degree, but I would have just been. No, yeah, for sure. No point, you know. And so. And did this happen during COVID? Yeah. Oh my God! All right. It did actually. It happened in March. We got the notification about the school closing down, and then COVID happened in March. Oh, bad. So it all just hit out of nowhere. So like for Sonoma State, how'd that affect you? Like, how did you make your decision? I know that was already an option you had, but like, was the door always open there? Meaning like you could just. Thankfully, thankfully, I had a great connection with the coach, both coaches. What's going on, everybody? The Javiiurena podcast is now sponsored by Fast Sports on Instagram. I'm giving them a shout out. Shoot, look at the jerseys behind me. If you want a basketball, soccer jersey, go get it. You name it, you will not regret it. Go check out their page for more details, right? Also, a quick shout out to Javiiurena on Instagram. Go check him out. He's doing great things out there. Shout out my boy. Go check. If you need your shoe cleaned, you need it spotless, get a little stain off it, you won't regret it. All right, so Notre Dame closes, right? Yeah, man. So that's tough, bro. Because I didn't even know that. You know, I was like, okay, because you told me beforehand, like, all right, I'm going to Sonoma. I'm like, all right, what happened with Notre Dame? I thought something like happened there, you know. But ended up closing down. That shit's wild. Yeah, man. A lot of guys had a dip. There's some guys in Texas. There's some guys in Hawaii. There's some guys in the Bay still. Yeah. And some guys just stopped playing ball. But your experience there, though, like, did you guys end up? How many games did you play there? Before everything went down, I think it was the whole season, and then we played one last game for spring season before everything went down. So it's just one season basically then. Yeah. I redshirted my freshman year. Okay. And then my second year was kind of it was still not the best year. I don't know. I didn't really have it wasn't the best time at Notre Dame. For different reasons here and there, but I don't know. I kept grinding, and that's what I don't know. My junior year was supposed to be the year that things kind of turned up, but it closed down. It was a curveball. It was a curveball. Definitely a curveball. We played. I was able to end the half. I was the last person, the last goalie that played at NDNU in a sense. Okay. Just because that's the last game that's ever gonna be played. So you're gonna be in the record books? No, it's an interesting thing to think about for sure. Because I played second half, and that's the last game. That's the last game ever on that field by that team. Was that school new in a sense? NDNU? Yeah. No, man. No, it's been out for a minute. From what, like 1800? Oh shit. It used to be an all-girls school. All right. And it was a Catholic school. That's good to know. Yep. It was old, man. It was an old school, so that's why I didn't think there was rumors once again about it closing down, but nobody thought until that email was sent. Until it happened, you know. So and the crazy thing though, you say it's happened before COVID. So like in a sense,
it would have gotten shut down regardless.
Yes, and in a sense, everyone would have got sent home because of COVID, but it just made things worse because
it shut down.
We had to go through that COVID process plus through that whole new school process. Like had to enroll, and email, contact coaches, do this and that. So it was tough.
Okay. So we'll get to Sonoma State in a bit, but we're speaking of COVID, elephant in the room, you know what I mean? So how did that affect you personally? I know it affected everybody, but like for you personally, like COVID.
It affected me big time, man.
Okay.
I thought I was grinding, but I wasn't. And
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Well, like, because I have like a home gym and stuff, and you know how sometimes you go outside, just lift a little, but it's definitely not the same thing. It was a new school, knew everything. I stayed home. And then I had to go home. I wasn't at school, so I was in my home. Like I was at home for a while due to COVID, and I don't know. It was definitely a toll, but I'm thankful. I'm healthy. My family's healthy, so I think that it did affect me, but it's affected others worse.
Definitely, yeah,
so
for
I think I'm grateful for. I mean, everything happens for a reason.
And it looks like it's going up. You know what I mean? Like
things are turning.
Things are turning for sure.
Turning, and I'm just taking every day a little.
Hell yeah, that's what everyone should be doing, you know. But now Sonoma State, though, you hit them up.
Yeah.
So, and you said you Monterey State as well, or?
Correct. Yeah, Monterey Bay.
For sure. So, when did you get it? Like, when did they respond to you saying, "All right, you can get accepted"?
Okay, so as soon as I read the email, I contacted both the coaches. I have a friend, Marcus Dakota, once again at Monterey, and
he went to Monterey. Okay.
He's at Monterey right now, and he was a big influence, and he was going to be a big influence in my decision. But I kind of figured start fresh, start new. Sonoma State kind of offers that, and I knew the coaches, and I know the coaches are great coaches at Sonoma, and not saying Monterey's coaches aren't, but I just figured why not, and I just took that chance.
Whole new fresh start, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think that's what I was looking for in a sense. But so yeah, that's kind of a. As soon as I read the email that NDNU was closing, I contacted coaches.
Right away,
I made steps so that I won't be falling behind, and that's kind of what it was. It led down to Monterey and
for sure.
Sonoma, which I was in contact with for a while.
Because I was looking the other day, like on tiers now. Sonoma State, the Sonoma tier, aren't they like?
They're bad.
They're back like.
Back open?
Up, like in the red tier. Are they better than Stanislaus County or worse?
So I had friends recently visit that area last weekend just to go visit family, and they said that everything's closed.
Oh shit, okay.
But I'm not too sure. I haven't been out there myself.
Because I was looking on the news, because right now, like, you know, we're right now in the purple tier, but like as of next week it could change possibly, I don't know. But the Sonoma State was looking like it was trending up. Okay. In a way.
In a good way?
In a good way, yeah. Okay. Which basically all the counties in California are trending up in good ways, yeah, for sure. So, are you excited for Sonoma State?
Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous, excited, prepared in a sense.
Definitely.
I'm just ready to go, but I spent a good amount of time here at home, so I figured it's time to.
Now you say you said right now staying home, all right? So I feel like sometimes that's what people need. They need to like go back to where they started, you know, in a sense, and then like, all right, I've had enough here. Now let's get back at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand. I do feel that. But that was for me. That was when I was in college, and I would take like little weekend trips to Turlock. I feel like that's something that that did help me. Kind of just like a little restart type thing. But I feel like I've been here too long, man.
Okay.
I'm going crazy.
I feel you, bro.
And I just
definitely. I feel it.
I think it's time. But you're right. Home is always going to be home. I was born here in Turlock. I do love Turlock. I love the people here, but sometimes it's good to get out of here, man.
No, there's always a case where like you have to do things, you know, like you have to go, basically not get yourself out there, but like just get your mind ready for new things, you know. Sometimes
you stay here, sometimes you stay in your hometown, and there's no growth. So
yeah, definitely.
I think growth is good, and just get out of here if you have the possibility to.
Hey, bro, I wish you the best of luck at Sonoma, for sure.
Thank you.
But now let's get on to cruises real quick.
Oh man, cruises.
Shoot, how did I was looking through IG one time, and even on Maui, he would post like on a snap.
He was there for a bit, man.
Yeah, he was there for a bit, right?
I love cruisers. I mean, they're awesome. I love cruisers. I love the team. I love the coaches. The coaches are awesome. Ivan and Rudy. They have open arms for everyone, and the team, the environment is great. Everyone works hard. Everyone knows what they're there for. They don't go to waste time, and there's definitely possibility to grow as a person, as a team, as a soccer player on that team. And I don't know, I went out there starting last summer. We took a break, November, December, due to COVID, I think. Yeah, due to COVID. And holiday season, no one was going to go train during holiday season.
Yeah, for sure.
And no, Cruisers, if you guys need a team, I think you guys should go out there and just give it a shot.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, man, Cruisers is great, man. They care about their players, and their trainings are great. They know what they're doing. And, overall.
So how did that team come all about? Like, when did you first hear about them?
Media, social media.
Social media.
Social media had a big role in my. I just remember seeing people post about it. I asked for the coach's number. I hit him up. I said, "Can I go out to train?" And he was like, "Yeah, come train." So I went. But yeah, it's kind of how I heard of him. But I don't know the origin. I know people that do know the origin of that team. Themselves created it. One of the guys actually created it from the team. But I'm not too sure actually on how it started. But I just know it's going great. It's going good so far.
And how, from what you've experienced, how is it, the team? I know there's other teams in the local area, like Cruisers, Soriano, even Academica, right?
I think they're different leagues, though.
Okay, different leagues? Okay, that's what I've always got confused on,
I think they may be one league up. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But
it's a good experience, especially if you want to get out there and grind.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
You meet new people, too. You meet a lot of new players. And I think meeting new people, new friends in soccer is way different than meeting new people at the store or something.
Yeah,
like that.
For sure.
I think you go with them, you train with them every day, and I don't know, you create a different bond.
So you're a goalkeeper, right?
Correct.
I'm a goalkeeper.
Correct.
So I want to know in your case, what's your biggest pet peeve as a goalkeeper from one of what your players do? If there's anything that triggers you kind of in a sense, in the game. Say I don't know, say a defender says, "Oh, why didn't you make that save?" For instance.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
That makes sense. No, it's tough. That's a great question. I think it's tough. That pet peeve we just mentioned is true. I think because sometimes they'll blame it on you and stuff.
And now you're like, "Bro, you put the gloves on then."
Yeah, no, it's definitely a harder position than some people may think. But then again, so is middle, so is forward, and so is right back. All positions have their little pros and cons. But pet peeve, I don't know. I think someone, I don't know, just isn't working as hard as they should in a sense, or kind of just not playing for one another. But
just you just basically mean the whole team has to be as one.
I think it's important. That's definitely important.
Yeah, for sure.
In order to be a successful team, you can't be selfish and stuff.
Definitely.
But pet peeves, I don't know. You can start off if you want. I don't really.
Shoot. Okay.
I'm not too sure on. Maybe I
mean, that's one. Make that save. But I was gonna say. We'll move on from that, but would you rather we're talking about saves now, right?
Yeah.
So
cool.
Would you rather make a badass free kick save or a game-winning penalty kick save? I'm pretty sure penalty kick save, right?
Game-winning, man.
Penalty kick save, So are you one to be all right, are you confident in stopping a penalty?
Oh yeah, I love penalties. I love penalty kicks. I like that. I hope for penalties. Sometimes there's been games where.
Oh, you hope penalties?
Yeah, I do, because I do like them. I do feel confident in penalties. Since a kid, I just think, I don't know, I think I've had the upper hand in penalties against.
Okay.
In a sense, I'm not saying I'm the greatest.
I'm
far from that.
No, it's always good to be
But it is naturally a thing. Some people are better. I don't know. You feel confident with free kicks?
I feel confident with free kicks, but not penalties, bro.
Oh, really?
Penalties, I feel
I love penalties.
You'll go 10 for 10 on me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I do. I don't know. When it's penalty shootouts, I think.
I feel like I'm a horrible guesser.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely, bro.
Has their thing.
But free kicks, I don't know. I like stopping free kicks. But penalties, I've stopped a couple, but that's definitely not my strong suit. Going back to high school, real quick, my first game I started in 2017, real quick, was against Golden Valley, I believe.
With NASCAR?
Yeah. And then that game, my team wasn't confident in me. I felt that. So cause I was a big goalie. I was literally 260 probably.
Oh,
they knew me, but they didn't have the confidence in me, cause some situation had happened with the coach and Vlad, so they stuck me in there. And then we ended up tying that game because of me. but they scored a penalty on me because Daniel Galdamitz clipped the player in the box. it was all messed up. But I made a couple saves that game, and I want to go to Merced too real quick. That game, they were nervous as hell against me. Yeah, and it was at McNamara Park, the turf field.
That's where I trained with Atlas.
Yeah, that right there, the small field. You know, it felt like an indoor atmosphere.
It was pretty small.
And then going to that game real quick. I remember that game, bro. We tied again, 1-1. So that game, I legit. Did you watch Barcelona and PSG yesterday?
I missed the game.
Well, fucking Keylor Navas, bro. He had,
I saw the highlights.
He had like 10 saves. Legit, probably. I'm not comparing myself to Navas, but like that. Go. No, but like just getting. I feel like as a goalie, you just have to get thrown in there.
Yeah.
You know that's because if not, there's no other way of like.
That's awesome, man.
You know what I mean? Like the rhythm. You need a rhythm. If not, you can't just throw in there and expect to make the saves. You know.
For sure.
So speaking on goalies, real quick, who are your top 3 favorite goalies of all time?
Top 3, man. I definitely had an Ochoa phase as a kid. Ochoa was, I would get the America jerseys and I'd put my name on the back. Ochoa, I don't know, I've always had a thing with Ochoa. There was I
feel like all like, I even had one
Hispanic, all Mexicans, I just like Ochoa. No, but I do, I think that's probably my top one. Maybe because you're right, maybe I was just grew up with
And are you an America fan?
I don't really watch Liga MX.
That's all good.
But my dad's a hardcore America fan, and I could say I'm an America fan. For sure. But they play soon, huh?
Yeah, they play this weekend actually. For sure.
America Chivas, but yeah, definitely Ochoa. As a kid, I would always get America jerseys, and Monarcas. I asked for number 13.
Okay.
Because of Ochoa, probably the classics, maybe like Casillas and stuff. Ter Stegen's the GOAT.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not really like a hardcore like soccer fanatic like that. Like when it comes to watching games and stuff.
Cause like for me, sticking there, as I started playing more, I've always like focused on a certain goalie. Like after high school, there's the TYSA League, Open League.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen like
I do see you guys. You guys post like
we post, you know.
But like a Juve team, right?
It was the team I was on. But that year. Not that year, but like that phase when TYC first hit, like the first 3 years, I was stuck on Keylor Navas.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like that's like
goalie.
my favorite goalie right now.
Okay.
But I was like looking at his videos, like the shit he did. You know what I mean? Like those little stuff he does. And then before that though, I was a really big Iker Casillas fan.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, Casillas is a legend.
And then right now, I would say I'm an Ederson fan from Man City.
Okay.
Yeah, him too. Those 3.
He's tatted, no?
All over the place.
Yeah.
But who's the best goalie right now, in your opinion?
Best goalie, man. You see, I wouldn't be able to make that call because I don't really watch Premier League. I don't watch.
Or just off the top of your head.
Ochoa.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding.
I would say Manuel Neuer maybe.
Oh, Neuer's going crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still at like 40 years old? No.
Yeah, man, that guy's.
Hey.
Oh, that's another goalkeeper actually.
Neuer?
And that's another guy that, not inspired, but that kind of just, I play with my feet a lot, so.
Sure, yeah, that's super keeper.
Key. So yeah, that guy's great at that. So
in here, based off your opinion now, like going on super keepers, just playing with your feet as a goalie, how important is that?
Oh man,
established in today's game?
Crazy important. It used to not be a thing back then, but no, man, if you don't play with your feet now, it's your bench for sure.
For sure, yeah.
And I think it's super important. I think it's not only good for the game, but good for you. And that's the thing that's a lot of coaches have pointed out to me that. They appreciate that, they like that, and another thing is it was because of my United days when I was younger. We didn't really have a goalkeeper coach. Okay. So a lot of the time I was just thrown into their drills.
Oh, okay,
gotcha. So it kind of forced me to kind of use my feet. It was just like passing drills, possession, and so forth. And I think that was definitely a base for that, where I grew up with that. And over time, as Stockton Monarcas days, Atlas days, I just continued kind of that footwork. And
that's important as a goalie now.
No, man, it's
for sure
insane.
Because whenever I started like getting more into that, like I'm still not the best. I'm still practicing, you know. But when I started from where I am now, I feel like I'm a lot better too.
For sure, man.
Because it was all because of Coach Sergio.
Sergio's a great coach.
He's the one who like taught me. All right, so like say if they trap the wings, you know, just if anyone's open in the middle. But also he taught me a trick like where if no one's open, just don't boot it out. Kick it to the corner. So say like you're the defender. If you knock it out, it's our ball. Or if we win it, we'll get the tag right there. Just playing with your mind, kind of in a sense. Not just booming it out to boom it out.
Yeah, it's important, man. It's definitely a new thing.
And
I'm glad. I mean, a lot of new goalkeepers have started realizing that, and they do use their feet a lot. But that's one thing, man. Learn to play with your feet.
So on the game, all the games you've played, what are like some artists that like have inspired you to like not even just like I'm just gonna ask you top 5 favorite artists. Let's hear it.
Top 5 favorite artists, bro. I think
let's pull it out.
I think I'm gonna have to go with one, bro.
Just one.
Top 5 favorite. No. I mean with one.
Yeah.
My top one is right here, bro. This guy goes crazy. Top 5 favorite artists. 6ix9ine, man.
Okay.
Second one. Like hip hop, you talk?
Any genre?
Probably Justin Bieber, man.
Okay. Here he goes, low key.
That guy inspired me since I was 13, bro.
Okay.
I had that little hair flip.
All right.
Justin Bieber, Kid Laroi right now, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Jack Harlow. These are kind of the newer artists. Older artists, of course, the legends and stuff. Tupac, Biggie.
Bro, you're not saying one. Like you always post, bro. What about Post Malone?
Oh yeah, Posty, man. I know
you're big on him.
Post Malone phase, correct.
I remember that.
Post Malone's always gonna be my type guy. It's funny though, cause Posty was I don't know. A lot of people call me Posty during high school.
Okay.
It's super weird.
Wasn't that your Twitter name for a bit?
Yeah, man, still is. I need to change it. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I changed it.
Okay.
But yeah, I was known as Posty, bro. It was weird, cause I knew Post Malone like before he blew up and everything. Not knew him obviously.
Oh shit!
But, like,
I get you.
He was a SoundCloud rapper, man, and he was Post, and then all of a sudden me and a friend from Fresno were like, oh, like Posty, this and that.
Okay.
And I switched to the Posty, and then, it's funny. It's a funny story, but Post Malone, that was probably top 5. 6ix9ine, man.
Bring it up. Let's show it out.
He's a lyricist, man.
Hold this out real quick. Hold it.
You want to show it?
Well,
I just brought this. I don't know. It's a super cool thing. It's all hand painted. I don't know if the camera wants to get that, but
okay.
Super all hand painted. Leah. Sorry, I don't know. Shout out to her.
Yep.
Leah, I think is what it is.
Okay.
Aliyah. But hand painted. Everything was made by her. So yeah, cool. Those are probably my top 5, man. I'm glad thank you for bringing Post Malone up.
Yep.
I
just remember that. Okay, so now we're going to TikTok real quick. I know you're
TikTok,
you're big on TikTok. Like you just have fun with it, you know what I mean? But like
man. I love that.
Like what got you all into that TikTok?
Bro, it's because it's a weird thing with me, man. I see things but there's some guy, Gary V on Instagram.
Gary V, okay, yeah.
He's a legend, man.
Yep, legend.
I follow him, and he would just repeat TikTok. Like, man, if you guys aren't on TikTok, and that was before TikTok was a thing. Like, it was before it blew up. And I had TikTok before it was like a thing, but I had an account. It got suspended due to community guidelines.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Yeah. And then I had to restart on the new account, but. No, I've had TikTok for a minute, and it was because of him. He always says like he kind of catches apps before they blow up.
Okay.
So I did have them, and no, I love TikTok, man. I'm a clown. I'm a troll. I'm anything. Man. A lot of people don't like that.
Okay.
Sometimes I talk smack on the internet. Sometimes I'm cool in it. Like I don't know.
I
always tell people don't take me serious on the internet. Like
it's for the that's the thing.
Jokes, man. Like I don't know. Like
it's like those people on Twitter, bro. Like they rage so fast, you know.
No, man,
like it's just over fun, you
know. That's why I actually do. I like 6ix9ine because of that. I'm not saying I look up to this guy. This guy's a clown, but before he blew up, also before all that thing happened, he would just troll people. And I think I kind of got onto that. I was like, bro, like people are just mad for no reason.
Yeah.
And there was time, I actually do have a moment that I remember, I won't say names, but there was a time where I would just comment and say like 6ix9ine is such a lyrical artist.
Okay.
And people would comment back like trash emoji. I was like, bro, like come on, you gotta know I'm joking.
Yeah.
But overall, I do love TikTok. I post TikToks. I've gotten some people say they're funny and stuff, so that's kind of why I just keep making it.
Hey, bro, I follow your TikTok.
Yeah, man,
it's funny.
I appreciate you. You always like them. You always like them and stuff, man. I appreciate
funny.
that. But no, yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Hey, but for those out there, what's your TikTok name?
Yeah, cool. So it's Bam the Bizzle.
Okay.
For TikTok, and then Instagram is just
Hey, go check it out though. Shit's funny as hell.
Yeah, man, if you guys want to check it out, it's cool. I appreciate that.
Yep.
But I just have fun with it. I do feel like some of them are pretty funny and stuff.
Yeah.
But I do love TikTok, and I feel like hopefully, I don't know, we'll see where that takes me, man. We'll see
Speaking on the TikTok real quick, I know, I think one of them like kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Like where it got a couple thousand.
Yeah, man.
How'd you feel about that video?
I try not to focus too much on the numbers.
Okay. Just have fun
with
it.
If I focus too much on that, I'll probably drive myself crazy and stuff. I think it's a long process if I really want to get into that.
Yeah.
Like of blowing up and stuff like that here and there, and it's all about luck sometimes too. But I mean, obviously it was a good feeling.
No, yeah, sure,
you
definitely.
see your numbers going up and stuff.
Yep.
And but no, it's cool. It's a cool thing.
Speaking on TikTok, who are like some of the TikTokers you watch?
Some guys that I watch. I don't know names, man, but TikTok is full of comedy.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
Full of.
Hey, but besides comedy though, bro, you can get some good like information on there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sometimes they teach me how to do stuff that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they tell you stuff that I don't know, man. It's just.
Cause I feel like on TikTok, bro, like people just think it's like, oh, like for the girls to like dance, you know. But like.
With that Charlie DeVille.
Yo.
Oh man.
No, but in the end though, bro, like you can get some good shit out there, you know, whether it's dancing, whether it's information about anything.
No, yeah, TikTok is. It's a great thing.
That's great. So I asked you all these like top 5 artists, TikTokers, goalies. I want to ask you. It doesn't have to be any of them, but you're at a dinner table, right?
Okay. Cool.
So who would you invite at a dinner guest? It could be your friends, celebrities, artists, whoever. Top 5 dinner guests that you would have at your dinner table, just eating up, talking, conversation, man. You know.
Well, I'm a clown. I don't think I would. If I'm having dinner, I don't think I would want to talk about anything too serious.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking conversation.
Probably would invite the president and stuff like that. Anything like that. I would probably invite the Nelk boys.
Okay.
Definitely have a good dinner with them. Along with Steve will do it and all them. 6ix9ine. Probably Addison Rae.
Okay.
Take her to dinner. I don't know about Addison Rae. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably my mom.
Okay.
Who else, man? Who would be a good? Posty would probably be a great dinner guest.
So what I'm hearing is fucking a whole lot of laughs at that table, huh?
Yeah, man. A whole lot of what?
Laughs at that table, just
yeah.
good
No,
time,
I don't think I would want a dinner with like someone serious.
Hell
or like
yeah,
someone
for sure.
like 6. I know. I get that. I mean, I get that it would be a great dinner, but I'm not trying to talk with my mouth.
Shoot, bro. Yeah. I feel it, bro.
But no, I think those 5 guests. I don't even know about Addison Rae. I was just being funny.
No, I know what you mean.
Probably take Charlie instead.
But last question before I get to the last question.
Cool, man.
Is there any questions or anything you want to know about me?
Yeah. Actually, one thing was, why'd you start this podcast?
Why'd I start it?
One thing that.
So
I don't know.
a lot of people have asked me this, but like
cool.
my initial answer would be like, I've watched the podcast All the Smoke with Matt Barnes, basketball player.
Okay.
But he brings people on to interview them to see like what they've been through, like I'm doing with you, like we're just talking about shit you've been through.
Cool.
You know, but to be honest, like thinking about it more into detail, like looking at why he does it, I just like say here in the Valley, just bring people like you, and I brought on Carlos Amaya.
Yeah,
people like locally, you know what I mean? Just like see what they've been through. That way, if they're open to sharing their story, and if I'm talking to them with them, I feel like they'll be dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And even the cameraman Daniel, we had a combo. You know what I mean?
This is awesome. This was a great new setup thing. I'm glad you were able to. This was able to happen because I know a lot of them are over Zoom. A lot of your podcasts, but that's due to COVID as well. Yeah. But I'm glad we were.
Hey, bro, but shit, 1v1, bro. That shit's fun. You can feel the library.
No, this new thing is insane. I was feeling nervous at first. I mentioned, but.
I had to get you out of your
this is cool.
comfort. You know what I mean?
Definitely cool.
But anything else you want to tell me real quick?
Anything else I want to talk about? Do I have any funny stories or anything? No, man. I think we hit everything.
All right, so
good. I think.
Final question for you, Bamban. All right.
I actually do have a paper for that.
What's up?
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, all right. So, before I ask you this, you need to help me out with this question, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And you'll see why right now. All right. Who do you want to see on the Javiiurena podcast next? It could be one person, like.
Could be a group.
A group. It could be just. You could even throw out names. It doesn't have to be one specific person. Who'd you like to see?
I wrote that down actually.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
I have like a little list for that.
Okay.
So I don't know. You've had plenty of people, huh? You've had a lot of people.
This is episode 21.
Episode 21.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I know have you had an auto detailer?
No.
No, you haven't had a guy with the business that details. I know 2 people. Samuel Molina and Adrian Redas.
Okay.
3 people and Manuel, I believe.
Samuel Molina, the Turlock High, right?
Yeah, everyone. Yep. Samuel Molina and Adrian Redas went to Turlock High.
Right.
They detail cars, man. They started their own business. I think that would be cool to talk about. I think talking to any of them would be a great story. And then a lot of people have businesses with like strawberries and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like all those. I know a couple of Sweet Treats by Jazz.
Okay.
And Breeze Delights, I believe, that go crazy on that. And I think that would be an interesting combo as well. You've had shoe resellers.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those.
Okay.
I think that would be cool. Jordy, I know him. I have another guy. His name's Javi.
Okay.
He's a content creator as well. And I think he's an electrician right now. And then Aliyah, I think.
Who created the...
Man, I think she does other stuff. She does shoes and stuff, and she's just an artist, man. And when I found out she was able to pull this off for me, I was stoked. I was excited. I think she would be a good fit, and she's just creative as hell.
Okay.
And then as Ozzy Ramos as well, I think would be cool.
Yep.
He played professionally in Mexico, and he's a super great guy.
Hey, bro, I'm into it. If they're with it, and if you help me out, we'll get it done for sure.
I can make. We could tag them or something on the podcast so that they see the end of this. And yeah, I mean, I mentioned all of them because they all have something to bring to the table. And
if they're like
conversation,
if they want to let it out, you know,
cool, man, you know what I mean? Definitely something to think about.
All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you guys.
This is Bamban.
Thank
Great story here.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Fun.
We'll see you guys later.
Appreciate that.
And thank you, Daniel.